What's up guys, Tyler the Train Kid here with another Minecraft video. And today we're going to be having a look at every single one of my Minecraft builds. Now, I know we've had a look at the first 10 already, but we're going to do it again because, well, I've redone the first 2 and there's more at the start. And well, yeah. Let's get into it. So, first here we've got the Caboose. So this was my first piece of rolling stock, and it still is my only piece of rolling stock. Unless if you want to count the tenders as rolling stock, but yeah. That's how it looks. We've got all this fence here. We've got the little chimney bit. Windows pretty much everywhere. Now if we come inside, we've got the little campfire, or brick oven, the brakeman, or my brain's gone dead a second, but yeah, brakes. Yeah, that is my caboose. What is that? That's my cat, Freddy, meowing at me. Now we're moving on to my very first build, my Thomas. Well, it's made of wool. There's no cab interior. It hasn't got the side tanks. The boiler is absurdly large. It's just a bit of a mess, really. And then we'll move on to my rebuild of the Thomas, where it's actually got this. It's still not got an interior, but if you would like an interior for it, then feel free to make one for yourself. Yeah. I've actually covered it up with white. Then we'll move on to my second engine I have built. Edward. Still all the same as with the other Thomas, except this one's got an interior. Not much of one though. It's just a little campfire. Bit of coal. And then we can move on to my next one, which is a lot better in detail. And just, yeah. It's actually got an interior properly built. Still got the campfire there. No coal here though. But yeah, it's a lot more intricately built on this one. And that's the last of my remakes. I will be remaking Henry soon as well, so keep an eye out for that one. And next, we've got Henry, where I made the wheelbase incorrect. Henry is not a 462, he is a 460. A black 5 locomotive. Wait, yeah. Ooh. No. Yeah, this is where I've changed the face to white terracotta. And added carpet along the top. Still got the campfire, but this time I've got this. No coupling on the back though. And only 2 wheels on the tender. Then we can move on to my fourth build, Gordon. Now, Gordon is actually a 462. He is a experimental Sir Nigel Gresley A1 Pacific, I believe. I still built him incorrectly. and I will be making the remake after the remake of Henry, Raoul, and Mike, the miniature engine. But yeah, I still no proper cab on this one, although it's a bit different. Where is it, Freddie? You'll go outside. Okay, guys, 1 second. Come on, Freddie. Okay. Sorry about that. Just gotta let my cat out. He's Freddie. And, well, that's Gordon. Still got the white on the running board. And then we'll move on to James. And I do recall someone commenting saying, "Oh, why does Duck, Donald, and Douglas get black wheels, but James doesn't?" I made these quite a while ago, like maybe a year, 9 months to a year ago. And, well, my building wasn't exactly the best then. I mean, if you compare my older ones to my newer ones, you can see quite a difference. But yeah, when I get my rebuild of James, I will make sure that James has black wheels. But yeah, still sticking, no changes to anything. Everything's still the same. Still 2 wheels on the tender, just like the Gordon and the Henry. And I think the Edwards, yeah, 2 wheels on the tender. And then we'll move on to my 6th engine, Percy. Now, there's no telling what Percy actually is. But if you want to say who you believe it is, then feel free to say in the comments. I am all ears to hearing what you guys have to say about what you think Percy is based off of. Now, he's still got no changes to the actual engine. Still, this one's got no cab. And, well, yeah, I didn't mention this on the other ones, but still got the campfire in the funnel to make steam. Next, we're going to move on to Toby. Now, this is one of my better ones from my older era, because he was sort of easier to make, I might say, because he's literally a box. Although, he was based off of a J70 tram engine from the LNER. And, little fun fact here, LNER stands for London and North Eastern Railway. Here you go, getting me facts up here. Yeah, got the 7 and all that. Oh, it seems I didn't place black concrete to block the inside. You can see the inside there, but if you want to, you can go inside and just block it up. I know it's sort of like the facing in a way, but still, it was how I was meant to make it. But yeah, you know what one thing I could have done is I could have moved the black bits inwards one, like I've been doing with these. That would have made it better. I like how I've used the iron bars, only on the front though. And then, yeah, that is Toby. Next, we're going to move on to Duck, the Great Western engine. Now, Duck is based off of a GWR pannier tank engine. And there are loads of different types of them. I'm not quite sure which one he is, though. So, you'll have to tell me in the comments then, I guess. But, yeah. And as I said earlier, he does have black wheels, unlike the James. And, I mean, it sort of looks weird with how I've done the boiler. But when I remake him, it will definitely come out a lot better. I hope. But it can be quite difficult to make it in Minecraft. So, yeah. No changes here. Except for, well, the shape. And I've got GW on the side and the number 8. But yeah, that is Duck, the Great Western pannier tank engine. Now, moving on to Donald. He is one of the Caledonian twins, I believe. Number 9. And, well, we've also got Douglas here, which is number 10. The second brother of the Caledonian twins. And, well, they're exactly the same, except for numbers and nameplates. So, yeah, this is sort of like the only time where I did this with the side on my older ones. Except for maybe, like, when you see, like, the in bit. But that doesn't really count, I guess, for something as awkward as this. Oh, you look at that. That's meant to be like that. Well, sorry about me correcting all of my builds. Well, not all of them, but still I'm correcting quite a few. See, I do mix them up a bit sometimes. Still only 2 wheels on either one, though. I've built some of these differently. I've obviously built this one differently in a bit, in some way. Still no changes, though, to the old style. Then this is where I sort of started to change things out. And we'll try to use staircases. But, well, I don't know why, but I use deep slate tile stairs for every slope. But yeah, this will be like one of the last remakes I do. Because, well, all I really need to do is change out the slopes of stairs. Let's see, is there any, like, green stairs? I mean, we've got copper, dark prismarine. Not much, though. Wax weathered cuts copper stairs. I'm pretty sure that's the longest name in Minecraft. Waxed weathered cut copper stairs. Blimey. It's quite a mouthful. But yeah, this is where I started to change things up. There's no coal bit on the back. You're gonna have to remind me what that is called, but yeah. No coupling on the front either. On the back. Yeah, no coupling. But yeah, that is my Oliver, the Great Western engine. Yeah, he's part of the GWR. And that stands for Great Western Railway. And then here's where stuff really got big with Emily. Number 12 on the railway on the island of Sodor. Now, I do recall when building this, I did make like a little mistake with the boiler where I built it out, and I was like, with the power of editing, snap my fingers, and I changed it to the smaller one. I mean, I know that was an inconvenience. It was a bit of an inconvenience to myself as well. But yeah, it's the first time where I've done the railings on the side, on both sides. Still only 2 wheels on the tenders though. It's the first time I did a big wheel, but I kind of had to with Emily because, well, it would be a bit weird to have this big slope and a tiny wheel under it. That would it not be? But yeah, that's my Emily. And let's have a look at the cab. Still no cab interior yet. And then we move on to everyone's favourite engine, Charlie. Now this is quite a unique style, I want to say. Number 14. As well, it's sort of like sloping up and all that. Got that little hole there. Now, I didn't make it big enough, so I guess I put stairs. Then I made that. Still no interior. And then we've got the nameplate and then the number. We've got this little railing going on the side. And then we've got a very tall whistle. But yeah, I can make quite a good whistle noise, like steam whistle noise with my hands. Maybe a bit loud, so quick noise warning here. But yeah, that is my steam whistle. But yeah, next we move on to Samson, number 15. Now this was a very, very unique one because it was sort of like awkward with the way I had to build it. Because it sort of like curves out, stays at that, then curves in and then back out again. So it's sort of like very confusing. But yeah. And then that's quote unquote cab. No coal. I'm not sure where they kept the coal on Samson though. And then next we move on to number 41241, Arthur. Now Arthur, I would say, is one of my best builds personally. And then, but yeah, if not the best of my builds. It's the first time I incorporated banners into this with the LMS. I believe it's the first time I've done block lining as well, or if it might be the first time I've done lining. Yeah. But yeah, Arthur, still no cab yet. Waiting for the cabs still. But yeah, it is one of my favourite ones though, Arthur. And well, that is number 41241. Arthur. The Great Western, well, LMS, if you want to be precise. But yeah. Next we've got Rosie. No number on this one, because I don't know what number Rosie is, to be honest. You're going to have to tell me that in the comments. But yeah, Rosie, one of the ones with red wheels. Still no cab. Ooh, I can't recall doing that, but that is an interesting building design choice. It's funny because I'm saying that about myself. This is also one of my builds. It's sort of like a three-humped camel, sort of. And this was actually a suggestion from one of my viewers. And since there's a red one now as well, if you want me to make the red one, just say in the comments and I'll be happy to do that. Also, if you want to see another, literally any engine except for the all engines go stuff, I'll be happy to make. Because I'm just saying, I can't stress this enough how much I despise all engines go. I mean, like, I can't even sit there and watch it for 5 seconds without sitting there yelling at the screen. Be like, oh, it's just a still image walking along the page. Oh, it just really gets to me at AEG. I mean, I probably will do a video on it. Like, oh, Tyler the Train Kid reacts to All Engines Go. That I know they did like a mini movie or just a long episode. I know that the I'm just blabbing on now, aren't I? Let's get back into the video. I could do sort of like a thing where I just did talks. Like Tyler's talks. Just blabber on about things. I've got so much to talk about for some reason. But yeah. Oh yeah, this is one of the ones where I did like the black to memorialise the good old days of the model era. I mean, like, that. Just love that. And then, moving on to Stepney. Oh, pardon me. And then, I mean, this is one of the ones where I sort of like squished it a bit. I might say. Only a 2 gap as well. I mean, I definitely will have to remake my Stepney because I sort of like squished it. But yeah. There's Stepney. Still no cab interior yet though. Number 55. Stepney. Huh, did 2 different styles as well. Now, Stepney is based off of a real life engine. It's called Stepney. The Bluebell Railway. I can't recall where the Bluebell Railway is located, but I know it's called the Bluebell Railway. Blimey, 22 minutes already. 20 minutes. Some of it will be edited out. But yeah. And that's Stepney. Now moving on to our narrow gauge engines. Well, one of the 2 that I've done. It's Handle. Now, even though the track is still smaller than the standard gauge ones, I still got a handle. It's the same height as one of my standard gauge engines. But I do quite like how I've done this one. Definitely one of my favourites as well. And where I've actually got these above the wheels. First time I've done sort of like a smaller wheel than that. The standard wheel that I've used as well. I mean, I quite like how it's come out because in the TV show it was just a grey wheel, as I recall. I mean, yeah. Now, this is one of the ones where I've actually got a cab. Not much, but it's still a cab. A bit of coal there. No coal bunker, that's what it's called. And, yeah. Pink glass for some reason, though. I can't recall if he has pink windows, but why not? Alright. Now that is the handle. Now, moving on to my last but not least narrow gauge engines. Rheneas, or some people call him Rheneas. I do believe I called him Rheneas and Rheneas in the same video. So, sort of like a variety. And this one's a little less squished. It's a bit stretched out. Just like I think it was Playrail that made the Rheneas like super stretched out. And then, yeah, you got the name there. I believe that's where the coal is stored. You're going to have to fact check me on that. But, yeah. Then this one's got a cab as well. Little fire. I've got the glass to symbolise sort of like a gauge. I like how I've done that, actually. And, yeah. Trapdoors. I didn't mention that with Arthur, that I've, instead of having those massive bulky funnels, made them smaller with trapdoors. Yeah, that is Ranius or Rheneas. Now, last but not least, we've got Diesel. Now, this is my first ever diesel engine. It's pretty funny because his name is Diesel. And, well, it was a bit confusing to make. Because of sort of like this bit, because that's meant to be like in a bit. But I just sort of like flattened it out and just made it lower a bit. No cab on this one though, sadly. I've also done the full block above the wheels because I do remember it's sort of like filled out, I guess. But yeah, little buttons there to do that. And then I know he's got like a sort of like a little ladder, but I didn't want to use a ladder because that looks weird. And then it sort of like flattens out at the top. And then, well, yeah, there's no smoke coming out because obviously it's a diesel engine, not a steam locomotive. But, yeah, that is my entire build collection from start to finish. You can't even see that far. Now what I'm going to have to do is stand in the middle and see if I can get like a big picture. Or I'm going to have to expand my render distance. Hang on. Video settings. Render distance. 32 then. Now, I'm going to do that. There, that looks good. Now, thank you guys for watching. Have an excellent day. Or night. And well, see you next time, I guess. And make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell. And comment what engine you want to see next. That's it from me. Bye!